In this video, we're going to be going through how to create your music NFT on the Bitcoin blockchain. So let's get started. Hey everyone, this is Barry from Music Tech Info. Hope you're doing well. So in my last video, I basically talked about Bitcoin music NFTs and how to actually go about creating your own collection via gamma.io, which is one of the Bitcoin marketplaces for NFTs in general. And they've actually got a music collection section in a category via this bit here. Just to let you know, it's really worth you checking out that video before you move on to this one if you haven't already. It gives a lot more context about the process that I'm going through currently to process my music NFT. So make sure you check out that video before you get started with this one. So the video that you want to check out is Bitcoin Music NFTs, exciting times ahead on Music Tech Info. So make sure you check that one out if you haven't already. So in the last video, we basically covered all about the Bitcoin workaround that I found for music NFTs because, as I explained in the last video, the file sizes are incredibly small currently. It's a slow network and it's expensive. But via Stacks, we're able to bypass all of that because Stacks uses IPFS. And that basically means that we can, have huge file sizes if we want to. So what I created in the last video was actually my first collection via gamma.io. And I was waiting for an email, if you remember. Well, I didn't need to wait for an email because when I went to music and scrolled right down to the bottom, I then saw the collection that I actually created. So here it is. If I click on it now, Cyber Monday Music NFT Collection. So this is the smart contract that's been created. Obviously, there's no NFTs in there at the moment. Something else that's really worth doing is that you can manage collection. You can't change the name and certain things, but you're able to change the description. You're able to change the category that's actually in. You're able to update certain things as well if you want to, and then you can save. What you also want to do when you connect to your wallet is actually edit your profile, and that's via this one here. You can go to View Profile, and then you can go to Edit Profile on the right, and then I can't change my avatar at the moment. I think I need to have an NFT in there first. I can change the bio, the website, Twitter handle, etc., and then save. So now what I want to do is I actually want to put in my NFT into the collection. So to do that, to start my NFT, I need to go to create.gamma.io. Okay, so what I can do is I can connect my wallet up as I normally do, and then I can go to this manage section here. And then what I'll see is my actual collection that I created. You can mint the page, you can go to the marketplace to actually see it, or you can click on it here. So you could also create a new collection if you wanted, but for now, I'm just going to click on the collection that I created in the last video. There's an overview here to give you a bit of information, but what you've also got here is add NFTs. So the idea is to add an NFT to the collection. If you remember, I did a one-of-one styled smart contract collection. So that's what I'm able to add here. So it wants me to drag and drop or click to browse the actual file that I want for that NFT. And it was a continuous collection that I created, which allows me to add new NFTs over time. I can upload the file below to add the NFTs. If selected, the name of the file will become the display name of the NFT. So I'm just going to find the file of what I want to import as my first NFT on Bitcoin, and I'm going to drag and drop that file straight in. Now this is a video file, and you've got a preview. The audio works as well, so it's definitely worth checking that as well. And I use some AI to actually create this animation, which I'm really proud of. I really like it, and it really fits well with the music as well. So yeah, so that's going to be the NFT that I actually want to do. Use file names as NFT names, defaults to collection name and token ID. So I don't want to do that. Custom token name optional. So you can enter a customized name below for each of your assets. This will override the use file names option in the specified token. So I'm going to call this Retro Generation because that's the title of the track. I can then put in a token description. Then what I'm able to do is add attributes if I want to. So that can be things, well, if I download the sample file, that'll actually make a lot more sense. I'm not going to use it in this instance. So you've got background here, body, head, mouth, eyes, just as an example, and you can put your own attributes in and then you can re-upload it. I'm not going to do that in this instance. So one NFT will be added to your collection. You cannot remove NFTs from your collection later. Retro generation 1. NFTs will be minted directly to your wallet address where you can display, list or auction them via my wallet address. So I'm just going to be double check what I'm doing. So I've got the file here, I've got the audio, I've got the sound, visuals, description, name. I've got the description in there. Is there any spelling errors? Apart from dance floor, full stop. And I'm going to click add NFT. So this is now going to upload the assets and could take a minute. I've given it a bit of a time and now it's saying to claim I need to confirm all of that. Standard fees, that's absolutely fine. And I'm going to confirm that transaction. Yeah, because I'm happy with that. Transaction submitted. Check your pending transactions before minting another token. It's interesting that it says that actually. Okay, I've been waiting a bit of time and it hasn't shown up yet. So what I have noticed to kind of speed things up is that where you go to add NFTs via create.gamma.io, if you want to actually do an auction, you need to apply. So you go to auctions here and it says start an auction. This smart contract is not yet listed for auctions. You may request approval by submitting the form below and requests usually take 1 to 2 days. So that's my contract ID address. And I'm going to actually put in my email address and then I'm going to click submit request so that I can actually do an auction once that NFT is ready. Also what I've noticed is within advanced functions of where I am in my collection, you can go to set royalty percentage and you can actually set the percentage in here for secondary sales. So for example, I'm going to put in 20% and I'm going to set the royalty. In fact, I'm going to say 15. I've changed my mind because I feel that's a little high, because it was by default set to 5. So I've said 15 and I'm going to set royalty percent there. That then needs to go to my wallet. That's how it understands that. Transaction sent. So that will now be defaulted to 15% on every sale that happens after the primary sale. Okay, so that still hasn't gone through. So on the next video, what I will cover instead is how to list or auction that NFT that's been created. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you give the channel a subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you put in a comment on what you think of the journey so far and like the video if you can. All right, take care. Bye.